It looks like this is the final build-up to the end of the game. Maybe this is the last flashback of when he was a child. I was trying to make out what they were saying there, but I couldn't. It was all mumbling. Alright then, Lucas, let's go. If you remember, I've just thought about this. This is actually after we encountered the relic in the base, even though it didn't show you what it is. Well, I think it is.
He knew the hangar was going to burn, John. I'm sure of it. But he wasn't the one who started the fire.
Look, Mary, that's just not possible, and you know it. Nobody can see things before they happen.
That artifact emitted a kind of radiation that we still don't understand. Maybe it changed something in Lucas.
That's nonsense. We analyzed everybody who ever came near that thing, and they all checked out fine. Don't you see? If it was the artifact, then we'd all be radiated, and we'd all
There's
have
a difference,
powers.
John. I was pregnant with Lucas when I went for the first time. Lucas was radiated by the artifact when he was still in the womb.
This is just ridiculous.
That's
I've
why.
had enough. I'm going to take a walk while you calm down.
Lucas? What are you doing there? Lucas? Lucas?
It's because I've been exposed to it while in the womb and all through childhood. I've kind of like inherited its powers. Awesome.
There's the hangar. The base seems abandoned. Looks like we got here before the Oracle and the Purple Clan.
They're not far away. I sense their presence.
Jade's lost consciousness. She's at the end of her rope. We don't have much time. Are you sure that you don't want me to come with you?
I don't know what's going to happen, Carla. I don't want to risk your life for no reason.
Be careful. I need you.
I need your cold body.
If I'm not back in 15 minutes, go back where we came from. Bogart will protect you.
Straight off with a quick time events. You're telling me, right? Lucas is struggling to get through the snowstorm after he can matrix the shit out of everything. Go on, baby. We're not gonna get blown away by the snowstorm, are we? I'm actually struggling to do this. What's going on? Go on, get inside. Quick. You should have just Matrix flew there. Neo style. Oh, so we're on the side of the hangar. I remember we recognised this door from when we came in here as a kid. So what are we doing? Are we reuniting this kid with the relic? I think that's what we might be doing, you know. Oh, they're here. Get ready for dodging.
2,000 years. For 2,000 years I've been awaiting this moment. The moment when the mystery is revealed to me. The answer to all questions. And it's you who brought me the Indigo Child. What an ironic destiny.
The Orange Clan will make make slaves of all humanity if they have the secret.
What difference does that make? We already control the world, Lucas. The child will give us ultimate power. We will be the equal of the gods.
I'll never give you the child.
Your tiny role is finished. You can now disappear from the game. We thank you for all that you have done for us.
I've already beat you in combat, mate. You haven't got shit on me. You ain't got shit on me. 3 lives. What the fuck? I've got to do both at the same time. Oh, I'm conjuring up a Shin Hadouken. Watch this. Oh, mate, you're gonna get this. By the power of Grayskull, watch what's gonna happen here. Last one. This is it. Unleash the beast. Raging demon. Is that it, or is he going to come back as some massive monster? I've just got the killer touch. I'm like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. I can just take people out of existence. Oh, they're him. He's the real threat.
You are even more obstinate than we had thought. But the game is over. You in your race have lost. Your inferior species will disappear like the dinosaurs before you. We, the artificial intelligences, will be the new dominant race on this planet. Thanks to the secret of the child, we will know all. We will be more powerful than gods.
So he's an AI. Resist it, Lucas. Resist. Go on, baby. I've just crumpled him up into a little ball, like a piece of paper. Are we going to put her in the pool? Is that her life source? We actually are going to do this. Does Lucas even know that if this is going to work? Oh no, wait there, there's steps. Look. She did it. That's it. The prophecy is complete. She spoke the words to someone of good heart. What's going to happen with the snow, though?
The cold went
Oh, well.
away just like it had come, in silence, as if the Indigo child had turned the hourglass by delivering her message. Everything was just as it was before. I guess that means the lesser evil. The Oracle and the Orange Clan went back to their places of power in the secret government of the world, and the Purple Clan went back to haunting us on the net. I should be happy, I guess. I've been living with Carla for 3 months. She's the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. Yesterday, she told me that she's pregnant. Must have been that night in Bogart's underground base.
No shit.
That means that our child was radiated by the chrome at Wishida, just like I was in my mother's womb. I don't know what's gonna happen now. I'm the one and only keeper of the greatest secret in the universe. What should I do with all that power? Forget it? Put it in the service of humanity? I've never dreamt about being a god. I just want to live my life like anybody else with my wife and my child. I'm afraid that destiny might have another path in mind for me.
What are you thinking about, Luke?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
It's been 3 months and I still haven't changed my clothes. Nice one, bro. Nice one, bro. Neither has she. They've got like one set of clothes. I wear these clothes to remind me not to take anything for granted. The end. Well, that's it. I didn't expect this to be that close to the end. I thought it was going to be, if I'm honest, a bit more of a climatic ending. So, yeah, the game is still good, how I remembered it. Although, do I have to listen to this? I think we can skip the silly music, to be honest. Right, yeah. The game is as good as I remembered it, but I didn't remember it being as frustrating at times than it was. Maybe it's because I'm playing on an emulator, but I don't think it is. But there's a lot of drop button inputs. There's times in the game when I failed a quick time event, which I didn't actually fail. I hit the buttons and then it just went, oh, you failed, unlucky. Same for when you got to press the L1 and, sorry, the R1 and R2. No, L1 and R1. You got to tap them really, really fast to fill the bar up. There's times when I was absolutely beasting that and it was in the top section of the bar. And then it just said, oh yes, you failed, you didn't do it correctly. That's definitely a problem with the game. And also the stealth sections, I kind of feel they were tacked on at the last moment. And to be honest, you only really done the stealth sections when you were a child. I didn't like the bits when you were a kid. I thought they took you out of, like, I don't really care about what happened to him as a kid, if I'm honest. I was just interested in what was happening now with the whole Indigo Prophecy, what was happening with him at the ritual and stuff. So yeah, but I think for the time this was released, it was a phenomenal game, and I don't think many people got a chance to play it because I think it was like the unknown back then. People didn't play games like this, and as I've said through the playthrough, with this game, if a game like this was, well, actually it has been released. We've got Heavy Rain, we've got, I forgot the names. What's the one with Ellen Page? That one was good. You noticed in those games got less quick time events, and they're done a bit better than this. You use the face buttons instead of the directional pads, and they're not as intense. And I'm pretty sure the Ellen Page one, Beyond Two Souls, that's it. I'm pretty sure Beyond Two Souls has got a difficulty option. One with less button prompts and one with more button prompts. And that's exactly what I suggested while playing this. because this game's only got one difficulty level, and it's pretty brutal. In the some sections you can't fail, like that dancing section when I had to dance with the black guy. I've actually forgot his name now. Tyler. When I had to do the dancing section with Tyler in his lass, you couldn't fail it. You would have kept having to replay that over and over and over again until you got the button prompts right. And it was like, it was a 3, 4, 5 minute sequence. It was so difficult. And that was one of the times when the button prompts were fucking up for us. But yeah, excellent game. And I was always wondering, because of the way this ended, I know the game has completely finished there and that's the end of the story. But because it's a prophecy and it happens on a cycle every, was it 10,000 years? It would be nice to see this game maybe set in 10,000 years time. And they can set it in like a future. I'd like to see it in a futuristic setting rather than 10,000 years in the future being a post-apocalyptic wasteland. I'd prefer to see the Deus Ex style vibes. That would be interesting with like higher level technology and AI, and that would add a bit more freshness and something else to think about. Because in this, that yellow thing we fought, which we only saw 2 times in the game, the first time when we collected the Indigo child from the hospital, and the last time at the very end of the game, and it said, oh yes, the AI is gonna take over, that we're gonna get all the knowledge. What was that thing? It's never explained. And how does that even fit into the story? It just came out of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? I don't even think the Oracle, which was the guy in the hood, even knew what that AI thing was, because it never showed itself to him. I think that's maybe only a thing that Lucas could see, because that AI was higher than everyone else. Like it was beyond ascension compared to any other little peasant weak things the humans were dealing with. We murdered him horrifically with a Shin Hadouken, but I mean, I would have liked to have known what his place in the story was. So that's it, lads. That's the end of Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough, and I'll see you in the next one, lads.